Okay, posse, y'all, let's share some secrets. I'm Rave9, and I got with me here a mysterious Autobot. Now, who the heck is this mysterious Autobot, you may be asking? Well, if you bothered to look at the title up there, you would already know, number one. Yes, you're looking at Swerve, Universe Swerve, Generation Swerve, whatever you want to call him. You really can't pin down what he is. I mean, look at him. He's a deluxe class Transformer, but yet the paint job just screams BotCon or Alternator. It is incredibly well done. Look at that. He has an official Chevrolet logo. An official Chevrolet logo. You can see the robot kibble packed away in there forever. But my God, look at that. I'm distracted by the windshield wipers. What are we looking at here? And who just exactly is Swerve? I tell you the bio, but he doesn't have one. Originally trying to score this guy, the word crazy comes to mind. You either had to be out in China or the United Arab Emirates and do a test drive to get one of these. Or you had to be in Quebec, Canada and win a raffle to get one of these. Or you had to actually buy the car in some other place like Switzerland or the Netherlands to get this guy. That makes him the most insanely expensive incentive for a Transformer ever. Thank God Big Bad Toy Store finally put up a listing for this guy and I was able to snag one for less than $100. So if you were crazy enough to track down a Swerve mold before it became listed on the online stores, you've got your own story to tell, and I want to hear it. But the origin of this mold is by far one of the craziest things I've ever heard for a Transformer. So here's the rundown. Chevrolet approached Hasbro to make an original Transformer based on one of their cars. Guess which one? Possibly because the movies were coming out and they wanted some cool incentives. So, Hasbro does. They make Swerve. And guess what? Hasbro doesn't own the mold for Swerve. Chevrolet does. And guess what? Again, if Hasbro wants to use this mold ever again, Hasbro has to license it from Chevrolet because Chevrolet is the owner of this mold. That's right, folks. Hasbro does not own their own Transformer, Swerve. Chevrolet does. My mind right now? That is so incredibly bizarre to me. That's like someone suing Marvel Comics over the rights to Spider-Man because they made a Spider-Man movie. Wait, that happened. So here's the other part that's a real kicker about Swerve. He's only half complete. And I know you're looking at him and saying, well, what's wrong with him? Looks like everything's there that needs to be. Well, that's not what I'm talking about. Since Swerve is owned by Chevrolet and not Hasbro, Chevrolet never gave him biostats or a backstory or anything else that gives the Transformer character. You know what he came with? This little bubble to hold him in and his instructions. I could literally make up anything I wanted to about the character, and it might as well be canon. The only things we know for sure about him is that he's red, and that he's an Autobot. Yes. His strength on the classic scale of 1 to 10? Forget that. I'll make up anything I want. His strength? He could beat up the Hulk. Intelligence? He already knew you were going to say that. Speed? Swerve doesn't do drugs. His rank? Second in command to Primus. Courage? Chuck Norris took lessons from him. Endurance? He once dated Nemesis Striker. And skill? About a 6. But all the fembots like to rank him a 10. His Fire Blast, he fires a Kamehameha so powerful he could destroy the galaxy. Now when it comes to bios, we could be here all day trying to make one up. In fact, if you got one, just down there. But keep it under 500 characters, okay people? But in my own opinion, let's say we go the classical Transformer route from Orion Pax to Optimus Prime. So let's call Swerve before he was Swerve, Autonomous Service Unit 1. Hello, I am Autonomous Service Unit 1. And let's say one day Megatron and his flunkies are out. I am Lord Megatron, leader of the Decepticons. And they just shoot him to pieces. Attack my Decepticons! Error, do not wreck. And poor Autonomous Service Unit 1 is just like, why? And let's say Alpha Trion comes along. I don't want you to worry, young mech. By the time I'm done with you, the young fembots will never forget the name. Swerve. Patches him up just like he did old Optimus. And boom, people, Swerve. Look at this handsome young Autobot soldier. Swerve is just darling in robot mode. Everything about him is almost completely kibbleless. Even the back windshield, which folds away on his back, has literally nothing attached to it. It's just one solid clear piece. Sure, the doors end up on the arms. Yeah, gotta do something with them, right? But you know what? Don't care. Don't care. Looks awesome. His legs are made about 3 different pieces, but damn, those are nice. Look at that detail on the upper shoulder parts. The piece de resistance is that head. Oh, he's out for justice, people, and he's gonna get it. Now, as amazing as all this is, believe it or not, 1 or 2 things can be faulted with them. Number 1 being those hands cannot hold any type of weapon whatsoever. They look great, I'll admit it. There's nothing wrong with them, but no weapon that I know of, Transformer-wise, cannot be held by this guy whatsoever. So bummer. He's got to go bare-fisted when he fights some Decepticons. Number 2, small gripe, but that Autobot logo is red as well. You can barely see it unless you catch it in the right light. The only other problem I can really see with this guy is he has no personality that you can really attach him to. Or is there?
My friends call me Murphy. You call me RoboCop.
That's awesome. Boom! Oh, he swerved out of the way.